agree on that. Like, yes, there are good things about it, but the world is like crap right now. And I'm thinking about my old self, like myself before I was a Christian, because I mean, if you know me, like, you know, like I grew up in church and stuff, and then I left the church for 10 years, and I was really super duper into like New Age and occult and all of that funky stuff. But one thing I always knew for certain, that God was real. I knew that God was real. I had a misunderstanding that God was the universe, I guess, because in my prayers when I was coming out of New Age and coming into Christianity, in my prayer journal, I still have them. My prayers were, at first they started out like to the universe, and then it was like, I could see it like changing from just universe to universe and God, like Mother Earth and God, and then it was God and universe, God and something like the universe. Then it was just God, because slowly through sanctification I realized this is just God, the creator of the universe. So this brings me to the next thing. God is the creator. He created the universe, and he created you. So me, I was living in sin. I was going straight to hell because I was living separated from God, the creator of everything, right? I chose to live independently from God without my full armor on, just living in the world, living in sin without any kind of protection. So sin, which is not just doing bad things, not just bad behavior, it's a disconnection from God. It's living life without his protection, okay? And disconnection for me from God, disconnection from the Lord, led me to a spiritual death. I was so broken inside. I felt like I couldn't even, like, if joy slapped me in the face, I wouldn't feel it. Like, I couldn't smell joy. I couldn't sense it. Literally, joy completely had left me. I was left with ounces of happiness for moments, but I had no joy for tomorrow. But here's the twist. Whenever I felt completely alone, I was completely isolated, and partially that was from my doing. I disconnected from everything and everyone. Everything. God stepped in. I mean, God was always there. Jesus was always there. I know that he was always there with me. He was always watching me during all of that time, but I just didn't want to. I didn't want to be a part of what he was. And so God intervened in my life, and I gave myself fully to him. I completely surrendered. Everything that I couldn't carry, I gave to the Lord. And I started to understand Christianity as not just this religion where if I would sin, I was going to go straight to hell, or if I would sin, that meant, like, I don't know, like God was going to punish me. And I don't know if that was some form of like OCD. I would feel like even if I had a bad thought, I was going to be punished. If I had looked at somebody and they had acne, and I thought that this is me when I'm a child before like the age of 15, thinking like, ooh, like she has acne, I would get acne. Or like if I thought like, ooh, like I don't know, like this stink, like I would stink. I don't know. I thought that's how, like karmic. I thought it was like karma, like very karmic in a way. And I didn't understand the premise of Christianity was like Jesus being made flesh, born of a virgin, coming into human in this meat sack, living a perfect, sinless, spotless life for us, for me. Like when he died on the cross, like he knew my name. Like he knew he was dying for me, and he knew he was dying for you too. He lived a life that I can never live on my best day. The one bad thought, the single bad thought that I have of the girl having acne, just the human nature, my flesh. Jesus came on earth and he lived his whole life, 33 years, spotless, sinless, the Lamb of God, perfection here on earth. And he died on the cross for a death that was for me. I deserve that death. He took those lashes, he took the whippings, he took the humiliation, he took all that for me, for us, for his, God. God sent his son to die on the cross for us. It's crazy to me. Like, it doesn't make any sense. But then we have another plot twist. He dies on the cross and he's buried in a tomb, and then he rises, he conquers death. He rises again 3 days later, okay? Like,